What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, today's video is another wedding related one and we're doing something a bit different today. I'm gonna basically let you in on how I'm saving thousands of pounds on my wedding day in Switzerland. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys all the smaller details of the wedding day, such as decorations, wedding favors, and that kind of stuff, and basically how I either DIY them or get them for super cheap. Firstly, things you should know about my wedding, just to give you guys a bit of background info. I'm having what is called a micro destination wedding, meaning that it's under 20 people, it's super small and intimate, and that's exactly what me and my fiance wanted, so it's literally just gonna be our closest family and friends. So bear that small number in mind. It might not work for people that are having weddings of like 100+ people, but personally for me, the way I've done things works for me because of how small my wedding is. The second thing you need to know is that I do not have a wedding planner. I decided to save some costs by just ditching a wedding planner and taking everything into control and just basically organizing everything ourselves. Number 3, I am DIYing / bringing my own decor. So I'm not getting sort of like external companies to decorate my wedding. I'm pretty much doing it all myself and I'm bringing it physically with me to Switzerland. The next thing you should know is that I'm actually going to be using the bulk of our wedding budget, not on the wedding day, but rather on our family holiday away. All the guests that are coming to our wedding, we really wanted to treat, so we decided to pay for everybody's hotel for the whole week, and that's basically where like most of the fund went. My fiance and I both thought that it would be better to just spend that money on like a really memorable family holiday, which we don't get often, rather than just spending it on one day, and it's going to be the tiniest wedding anyway. And the last thing is, our wedding venue is actually at a hotel with amazing mountain views. I'm so excited about it, but surprisingly it didn't cost as much as I thought it would. The whole wedding day package basically cost us around £5,000, and that's to hire the ceremony location, it's to have dinner for everybody, like a full-on 4-course sit-down meal and drinks. But the only thing it doesn't include is the after party / reception, which we'll do at just our Airbnb. We've hired out this massive Airbnb for everybody, so we thought we'd just have it there. So firstly, let's talk flowers. In my Shein wedding decor video that I posted a couple of weeks back, I briefly spoke about this. So originally we did want real flowers at the wedding. We got a quote for floral for the whole wedding, like the ceremony, the wedding table and everything, and it came to £6,000 for one day. I'm sorry, that is extortionate and I will not be paying that, especially because we're gonna be having a micro wedding. Like there's literally so little people coming, it's just not worth it. That price was inclusive of 8 small tiny little flower arrangements for the table and also the flower arch. The real rose and peony flower arch is obviously where most of that money sort of would go to, because there's so many flowers that would need to be involved. However, this was really something that I didn't want to compromise on. I really just wanted a flower arch, so I basically had no choice but to start looking at other options. We actually found this place called Angela's Flowers. I think they have an AliExpress store, but they also have their own website, which is where I ordered this flower arch. Now it's finally arrived today, which I'm really excited about, so let's check out the quality. So here are the flowers. They basically come in these panels that look like this. They actually look fairly realistic, although there's a bunch of like hot glue still attached to them, so I'm gonna have to like remove that. But I actually love them. I'm obsessed with the color scheme. They actually did a really good job at following the brief I gave them. I just said I wanted white and cream kind of flowers with a bunch of green foliage, and they pretty much just attach on the back like this with like this, what is this, like a pool floaty, I guess? But yeah, I think they look pretty cool. So there is 8 of these panels. We also have the kind of like base that these attach to, which is like this metal galvanized kind of base. So I guess we're just gonna put it together and see how it looks.
Pretty big.
That's quite high. Oh my god, look at it. That's a wedding arch.
That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can't even reach it, so that's a good sign. Here's my flower arch. pleased and we saved so much money. So that faux flower arch sent me back by £1,400, which does seem like quite a lot of money. However, when you take into account the fact that you can sell it on afterwards, I don't think it's too bad. In my opinion, I'd much rather spend £1,400 on this fake flower arch than spend like almost £6,000 on the real thing, which is gonna die anyway. If you're wondering how I'm gonna be taking such a massive flower arch with me all the way to Switzerland, my parents actually very kindly offered to take it in their camper van, so that's amazing because it definitely would not fit in our car. Now, going back to the table floral arrangements, I did toy around with the idea of having real ones just for that portion. However, I thought, again, it's still a waste of money. It's all gonna die after the wedding, so I might as well just do it out of fake flowers as well, and that's where the Shein flowers come in. I did put together a little like bouquet for the table. This is the kind of thing that I made with all the Shein flowers I picked up. I can show you guys how I made it in a future video if you guys want to see that. And that future video is now. So I actually got these ceramic plant pots from a local charity shop. They were only £7 each and I got 8 of these for the table. These were actually originally from H&M. They still had the price on the bottom and they were like £20 originally. So a huge saving there. Definitely do not sleep on the charity shops because you can always find some really cool wedding decor finds. Now, as you can see, I've already made one of the bouquets. This is kind of the vibe I'm going for, very neutral whites and beiges. These are all the flowers I'm intending on using, and to actually attach these flowers into this plant pot, I bought these styrofoam balls from eBay and I actually cut them into a half so that they can comfortably sit at the bottom of the base of my plant pot. These are a little bit small for the plant pots. I do wish I could have found a slightly larger one, but I couldn't. Now, the thing I like to start off with is the green foliage to kind of create a base of the bouquet. I've got these ones here and also these eucalyptus ones. I'm just gonna poke these branches into the styrofoam and start creating the base of our bouquet. I'm then grabbing the more substantial, larger flowers that I really want to be the sort of like base of this bouquet, and I'm gonna start popping those in as well. I then take one of these filler branches that I've just spread into opposite directions and I'm just gonna jam that right in the center. And once we get to this sort of stage, I'm now going to add some slightly longer stems such as baby's breath or these tiny little flowers just to kind of give the bouquet a little bit of depth. And just like that, here are my bouquets. I am so happy with how these turned out. The trick is to just work in layers, start with foliage and then build up with larger to smaller flowers and then some extra stems. I think these look super realistic and I'm pretty sure for the whole 8 bouquets I have to make, I would have spent under £200. Now, the next topic I want to cover is wedding favors. I know that not every culture / every country does this, but when I learned that this is a thing, especially like in the UK and in the US, I really wanted to do it since my love language to others is gift giving. I think wedding favors can sometimes be really fun and done in a tasteful way of useful things that the guests will actually use, and other times it can be a little bit wasteful. I didn't want to go down the route of personalizing things that have like Roxy and Matt written all over it with our wedding date, but instead I wanted to create a little welcome package to all the guests that are coming for when they arrive at the hotel. Because I managed to save such a big bulk of the decor sort of budget for the wedding with all these things that I've made myself, I thought let's give back to the guests for even coming out here on this crazy Switzerland wedding and just welcome them with a nice gift. So I've put together these little goodie bags for the guys and the girls coming to the wedding. These bags are actually from Shein, which I included in my haul a couple of weeks back. I just think they're so fun and definitely very wedding themed. So for the guys, I included things such as sunglasses. I just got these off of ASOS. I feel like because after the wedding there's a family holiday, these would come in handy, so it's just one of those gifts that's useful. I also got the guys a sunscreen each because protection from the sun is so important. And by the way, every single beauty product that you see in this section is from YesStyle. I have just been loving YesStyle for like Korean beauty and skincare. I then got a few of the guys a little t-shirt with like a mountain print on it so they can wear it for the holiday portion. I think this next thing is my absolute favorite. It's actually a whiskey / drinking glass. You can honestly use it for anything. It has a 3-dimensional mountain inside the glass, so when you pour your drink inside, it's gonna look so cool, and it's totally on theme with the wedding since it's in Switzerland. If you're gonna have a destination wedding and you're gonna do wedding favors, definitely play on the fact of where the location is for the wedding. Once I get to Switzerland, I'm also gonna pop some like little Swiss snacks from like the local place and also maybe some ciders. And I think that'll be a really nice welcome package for the guys once they arrive. As for the girls, this is what I've gone for. Once again, these little bags are from Shein and I've just customized it myself with a little bit of ribbon and a little like fake flower. I feel like I could have a little bit more fun for the girls since they obviously are into like beauty and stuff. So I picked up one of these sets from Tatcha. Is it Tatcha or is it Tatcha? I don't know how to say it, but it's a really good skincare brand that I've been loving. So everybody will get a little welcome set of that and I'm so excited. I hope they love it. They will also get their own little sunscreen bottle. This is from the brand called Athe. In the goodie bags, I've also included some makeup remover from the brand Innisfree. I've also included a little secret key face mask that they can apply before or after the wedding. They'll also be getting these hydrogel eye patches from Hamish, which is another brand I really, really like. They'll be getting some hand cream sets and also a nail polish. So I feel like all the pamper essentials. So those are the wedding favors, which technically they're gonna get the day before the wedding, but I really, really hope they love these. Now the next section will cover all of the printables. I'm talking wedding menus, wedding invites, table name placemats, basically all that good stuff that you can do for really cheap but really customize your wedding and add a nice touch. I made everything myself just using Photoshop. If you don't have Photoshop, you can use things like PicMonkey or other things that are like online. I don't really know what they're called anymore. Back in the day, it used to be PicMonkey, but let me know if that's still around. I think if you can, definitely try making these because it's gonna cut your costs. It's also gonna give such a more personal and warm sort of welcome to all the guests. Once I made everything, I then basically just went to my local printing shop and got them to print it. I think all the printables would have been under £100, definitely. All the personalized name cards that you see here, I actually used my Cricut machine. I love my Cricut machines. I'm just gonna say this once, if you have a Cricut machine and you're a bride, you are sorted, my friend. If you do have a Cricut machine, I love that for you. But if you don't worry, not all is lost. You can still freehand these with just a permanent white marker. Now, the last thing I want to cover is how to make your own boutonnieres for the groom / the groomsman. My fiance is a huge Marvel fan and everybody knows this. All the guys that are coming to the wedding know this. So we thought it would be really fun if we made a little boutonniere with like a Lego character of each Marvel character that they love. Here is how they turned out. I full on DIY'd these. So to make these, you'll need a couple of things. You'll need obviously the fake flowers / foliage. You'll need one of the little miniature Lego figurines. You'll need some felt backing for the whole thing, as well as the little boutonniere pin, which I got on Amazon. I think I got like a set of 100 for under £10. I then used my hot glue gun to basically assemble these. You kind of want to play around with a few different formats, a few different foliage leaves, and just see what you like before you commit to gluing it. I ended up with this design for everybody. I really, really like it. I think it's very minimal, and I even glued a little flower into every little Lego figurine's hand. I think it's a really cute touch, and I can't wait for the guys to get some really nice photos as a group wearing these. So those are all of my tips / DIYs that I've made to really save a lot of money and spend it where I actually feel like it's worth spending. I hope you guys found this video interesting / informative. If you guys have any other questions about the wedding or any other tips you might want to know about, definitely comment down below. And if you want to see any more wedding related videos, definitely let me know your suggestions in the comments because I've still got 2 months to go. I can definitely film more. But anyways, that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!